Christmas. That festive holiday season where an unlicensed aircraft pulled by 9 unregistered wild animals pull around a criminal with millions of counts of breaking and entering houses, who sneaks down your chimney in the dead of night and to leave packages of which you do not know the contents, making a lot of airport staff very uncomfortable. But for some reason, we leave jolly old Nick in a glorified red onesie, who we're pretty sure he has neither taken off nor washed in hundreds of years, cookies, milk and carrots for his reindeer. Why? We don't know either. So let's dive in. The Santa Claus you don't exactly know, but definitely love today, wasn't always the jolly red-coated and bearded individual he is now. In fact, he began his centuries-long career from fairly humble beginnings. Born as Nicholas in the year 280, about 1741 years ago, in Patara, he became a monk operating around what is now modern-day Turkey, engaging in acts of kindness and piety for which he later became famous. These included the time he saved 3 sisters from being sold into slavery by their father by giving them enough money to get married, and other such acts of helping the poor and sick. He became known as a protector of the young and those who travelled by sea. Later, the name Santa Claus evolved from his Dutch nickname Sinterklaas. But sidetracked, we hear you screaming. What about the stockings? Well, in 1804, this guy, John Pintar, a member of the New York Historical Society, gave out wood carvings of St. Nick at the Society's annual meeting, which in the background contain images of toys, fruit, and yes, you guessed it, John C. No, sorry, my bad, it was stockings. Remember, we celebrate Christmas on December 25th to remember the birth of Christ, whilst we celebrate the anniversary of St. Nicholas's death on December 6th. Ironically, this is considered a lucky day to get married or make a large purchase. I'm not sure we should buy this house, son.
But father, it's December 6th.
What does that have to do with anything?
St. Nicholas died today.
It's the one! While appreciating that at this point, Santa's a hundreds of years old pensioner located in an Arctic waste and looks pretty good for his age, what really are the chances of Santa making a trip around the world in one night, downing glasses of milk and absolutely demolishing cookies as he goes, and ignoring every flight safety regulation known to man? According to the laws of physics, pretty slim, if not impossible. For one thing, Santa does not even have enough electricity to subscribe to our channel, so if you haven't already, do it for him, otherwise you will be permanently on his naughty list. Thank you. Ignoring that shameless plug, the physics of this is still pretty ridiculous. For starters, in order to fit one present for every child on Earth, that is 2.2 billion, and assuming that every present is roughly 30 by 30 by 30 centimeters, and each layer consists of one present, Santa would have a stack of presents 660 million meters tall. For reference, that's roughly 660,000 kilometers, or 410,000 miles. Assuming Santa would be on the ground, dropping a present off, his stack of presents would reach the moon and 5/6 of the journey back as well. And that's just when it's on the ground. In the air, Santa's reindeer would be putting a real shift in. Considering each present to weigh 500 grams, Santa's reindeer would be lifting 1.1 billion kilograms between them. If Santa's sleigh travels at the average cruising altitude of a Boeing 747, 35,000 feet, and assuming the gravitational constant to be 9.8, whilst also taking into account the weight of the presents, then each reindeer would have to be outputting a minimum of 1.3 times 10 to the power 18 joules. We're pretty sure some of you have and will put out carrots for the reindeer, so for those of you who haven't already, then that's equivalent of roughly 31 quadrillion carrots for just one reindeer. And that's discounting the energy needed to carry the weight of Santa, the sleigh itself, and the fact that it has to be moving at astronomical speed over an extended period of time. So you better put it in a bulk order. And hope the reindeer have been doing their push-ups with Santa. After all, he does have to get rid of all those calories from the cookies and mince pies. So, according to science, the chances of Santa existing, pretty much zero. But, luckily for those of you who believe, There's a much simpler explanation. Magic.
I think it's the way life changes when in love. Yeah.
Hope you have a great Christmas, Hanukkah, or whatever you happen to celebrate at this time of year. Catch you in the next one.
I don't see ya. These days I don't.